Hey guys, welcome back to Red Devil TV. It's time to be getting into the Manchester United versus Liverpool preview. I don't expect us to win this game. There's been reports claiming that Ten Hag is thinking of dropping Maguire, dropping McTominay, not playing McFred, bringing on Van der Beek, and there's been a whole bunch of things on Twitter. But look, for me, in this game, I expect Maguire to start. I expect one of Fred or McTominay to start. He might start McFred together. But I'll tell you what, this is what I would do. I'm just going to get straight into the lineup because I would play a back five if he's choosing to play Maguire. Honestly, at this point, we just need to recognise that we cannot play a back four with Maguire with Ten Hag style football. And look, people are going to say, yeah, but why are we going to play a back five? That's not Ten Hag's system anyway. Yeah, but if you play Maguire in a back five, he's going to be much more protected. You can still get the width up the pitch. If you've got Malacia on the left, at left wing back, Dalot at right wing back, you put Ronaldo up top, you got Sancho there, put Martial on the left, a player who I think I want to see more this season from Martial. I mean, he was brilliant in pre-season. We know what Martial is about, and I know that Martial, look, for the past few seasons has been on and off, but I want to see him this season, and I want to see him do bits this season. And for me, this is what I would do. Okay, this is what I would do. First of all, I want to play Maguire, so obviously I'll play a back four. I don't want to see a back five. It's not Ten Hag style of football, but we need to play a back five if we're going to play Maguire. Because, I'm sorry, it's not just about one player, but we need to play a back five because our midfield is atrocious and it keeps exposing our centre-back. The weaknesses in our centre-back are much more exposed because our midfield is exposed. So we need to make this... Listen, for some reason, when people think we're playing a back five, they think we're going to play defensive. Look, you can play attacking football playing a back five. Width, keep the ball, but then again, I'll play a back four. But this is what I would do, okay? I would play Malacia at left back, Martinez, Varane, and Dalot. Now, I'm worried about playing Malacia and Martinez in the same team because they're both quite short in the back line. But one thing I will say is that Varane is quick, Martinez doesn't look too slow. Malacia is quick. He's very physical for his height, for his body type, and for his height. So, look, at the end of the day, I think Liverpool don't have that much of a threat when it comes to size and being good in the air. Look, Salah's not great in the air. Of course, they got Van Dijk and Fabinho, but they don't really score that many goals from headers. Jota does, obviously. He's really good in the air, but I would still... this is not the type of game like a Brentford or a Brighton where I would say you need to play bigger players in midfield, or even a West Ham who have a lot of tall players who are decent in the air, or whatever, you know. I would just go with a team that's good on the ball, quick, who can look... We need a hard work in midfield. And yes, you're going to say McTominay and Fred, but how many times do we see McTominay put in a 5-yard pass that just goes out for a throw-in? I want to see players in midfield who can keep the ball, 5-yard passes. Look, I don't see us getting much possession in this game. I'm going to say that Liverpool have at least 60% possession in this game. However, when we do have the ball, I want to see players like Eriksen, Van der Beek, and Fred getting on the ball. Look, they're all quite mobile. Yes, Fred's passing can be sometimes off. But what I would do, I'll play a 4-2-3-1. I would play Fred and Van der Beek in the midfield too. And I would play Eriksen in the number 10 role. And I would play Sancho, Ronaldo and Martial. Look, these are all players who can keep the ball. They're good on the ball. They got good passing. And you need players who are not just going to... Look, every time Bruno gets on the ball, he's impatient. When we don't have much possession, manages dishing out crazy passes, hoping that it will land and someone puts in a good touch and they just go for a crazy run. Look, if we're going to play Rashford and Bruno in the same team and Fred and McTominay, do you know what's going to happen? You're going to see McTominay probably get a red card at some point because I don't trust McTominay in these type of games. You're going to see Fred keep losing the ball, getting bounced off the ball. You're going to see Rashford constantly getting the ball passed on to him, and then he gets on the ball and he goes on a counter-attack. Then he loses the ball because he's too predictable. Against these teams, you need players who are good in possession. For me, that's what I would do. I'll play that midfield. I'll play that attack because, look, Ronaldo in the team, you're instantly at an advantage in terms of if they get one opportunity, Ronaldo can be that guy to score it. Dalot, look, I've been unimpressed with his consistency. If anything, I've seen very good things from Dalot in pre-season and last season. But then again, when your midfield is poor, your defense is going to be poor. So I want to see more out of this, and of course they're here in goal. But then again, look, guys, we need to get the best out of what we have right now. Casemiro's not going to be ready for the Liverpool game. So, look, for me, I just want to see a team that's good in possession. If we have any chance to win this game, we need players who are good in possession because when we do get the ball, we need to be able to play little triangles, good short passes, clean passes, accurate passes, and players who can look maybe go past a player or two. That players like Sancho and even Martial who can get past plays. He's got good. Look, Martial, tiki-taka football. That's what Martial was about. And if we can play Martial, Sancho, and Ronaldo together, you've got a goal threat from Martial and Ronaldo, even Sancho. Creativity from midfield from Eriksen. Fred is a hard worker in midfield, and you still got Van de Beek who can look. Van de Beek is more physical than what people think. I think Van de Beek is very energetic in midfield. He's a better passer than McTominay. He's more creative, and look, he's going to have to keep disciplined in this game. He can't be running off into attacking positions like he was doing in pre-season. He was almost playing as a number 9 at times. I want to see discipline, control, and look, yes, I think we're going to lose, but if there's any chance we have in this game is to play somewhat a Ten Hag style football, but play players who are good in possession, because McTominay is not great in possession of the ball, and he's not a great passer. I've got to be honest, I see inconsistencies from McTominay. A lot of inconsistencies when it comes to long passing, short passes. Same with Fred, but I prefer Fred in the midfield because I do think that Fred is a game changer. Fred sometimes can be a big game changer when it comes to these small situations, when it comes to that one pass into the attacking side of the pitch. If you have Van de Beek and Eriksen in midfield, you're going to have hard workers in midfield, players who are going to drop back, track back, and work hard. And look, Eriksen is a great creative player. There's also a goal threat from Eriksen at times. And Fred, again, we know about Fred, tackles, interceptions. Sometimes Fred can put in a crazy pass, and sometimes he can put in a terrible pass. So let's see what happens. But I want to see width. I want to see risk from our players. But then again, that's not what I think Ten Hag's going to do. If I had to guess Ten Hag starting 11, I think he's going to go with Luke Shaw. Actually, no. I think he'll start Malacia because Luke Shaw's been poor. I think he'll play Maguire. I think he'll play Varane. I think he'll play. Look, Wan-Bissaka in this game, there's a conversation to be had because we don't want to get sussed out defensively. And Delo, he can be sus in defence sometimes. He's definitely gotten better in the last 2 seasons. But I would say he's going to play Delo because he's going to need an outlet from the right to get some crosses into the box, to get that. Look, I think Sancho and Delo have a good link up on the right, but there's been inconsistencies there. In midfield, I think he's going to play McTominay and Fred, and I think he'll play Bruno. I think he will drop Eriksen. And I think he's going to play. McTominay and Fred. It's just we keep seeing this last season. Same thing with Ralph. He's going to drop Maguire. He's going to drop McFred. We don't have Casemiro yet. I think he's going to play McFred because he realizes that both of them are hard workers. They might not be the best creative players. They might not be the best passers, but they're going to try and stop us from conceding. They don't protect our back four. Look, it's a myth to pretend like McTominay and Fred are better protectors for our back four than Eriksen and Van de Beek are. They're just players that we've been playing for the last couple of seasons who have just played because Oli played them all the time, and they got a lot of weaknesses. And look, and I'm not going to say that we're going to win with Eriksen, Van de Beek and Fred in midfield. I don't think we are, but if we have any chance, it's about control and keeping possession of the ball. So, guys, what do I expect from Liverpool? The same Liverpool we saw last season. Look, it's funny how we're only 2 points behind. I mean, we have no points. Liverpool have 2 points. But, guys, we have to go in for it. In terms of predictions, I'm going to say, look, I think we're going to lose 3-1. But let's see what happens, guys. Let me know what you think. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.